Hello friends, it's Kristie Marcotte. In today's video, I'll be showing you some of my favorite craft products, and I'm calling it the 2025 Crafty Gift Guide. I'll be sharing a wide variety of different crafty products, starting off with Glassboard Studio's Magnetic Glass Mat. This is the 18 by 24 inch size in blush pink. There are other sizes and colors available. And since this is a magnetic mat, they offer a wide variety of super strong magnets. And of course, I had to get pink, but there are other colors available. I also have their Hexaflex organizer. Again, I have the pink color. I think there are 12 or 13 other color options. This is really fun because you can customize it so it'll fit perfectly in your craft area. And there are several different sizes. This comes as a set. The organizer also includes some divider pieces. I think there are 3. I'm only using 2 of them. And the divider fits inside any of the hexagon pieces. And before I forget, if you are shopping at Glassboard Studio, make sure to use my code Kristie to save 15%. Now, if the 18 by 24 inch mat is too large for your craft area, or you want something smaller that's easy to travel with, they have 2 smaller sizes. They also have 2 larger sizes, but their very smallest size, I'm showing you it here, this is 9 by 12 inches. I think this is a great size for smaller projects, although I have done stenciling on it using a 6 by 6 inch stencil since it is still large enough. And it's the same material, so you can use the same magnets on it. A couple other fun accessories that go along with the magnetic glass mat. First, this is the Mag Ink tray. It does come as a set of 2. There are 13 colors to choose from. Yes, I had to get pink. This holds a standard ink pad. There's a magnet on the bottom, so it holds your ink pad securely in place while you're ink blending. I don't have one, but there's also a Mag Ink quad tray that holds the mini square ink pads. The last accessory that I'm showing you is their craft catcher. This comes as a set of 3 different sizes, and it's designed to put at the edge of your mat. So if you're working with small die cut pieces, beads, shaker toppings, you can easily brush them into the craft catcher. I've only had my products from Glassboard Studio for a few months, but I already love them. In addition to their fun assortment of colors for their mats and magnets, they also have a monthly limited edition set. So be sure to check that out. It might be the perfect color option for you. Now moving on to some die cutting. This is one of my favorite die cut machines. It's Spellbinder's Platinum Scout machine in the rose quartz color, which is only available at scrapbook.com. The Scout machine is also available in white at other stores. And I will have all the products I show in this video linked in the description box below. The Scout machine comes with a universal plate system, and scrapbook.com also has the plate sizes in their Magic Mat and Magnetic Magic Mat. And the pink acrylic plate is also only available at scrapbook.com. I love the small size of this machine. It's perfect for smaller die cuts. The opening is 3.5 inches, and the 2 sides fold up so it doesn't take up a lot of space. Now moving on to some smaller tools, and also 2 acrylic blocks that I use all the time, but not for stamping. I do a lot of die cut assembly, and I like to place one of the acrylic blocks on top for the added weight while the glue dries. I grabbed an A2 size card base so you can see how large the blocks are. The largest size is from Catherine Pooler. It's 4.675 inches by 6.15 inches. The smaller one is from Gina K Designs. It's 4 inches by 5.25 inches. And I love that both of the blocks have the rounded edges. Next is one of my favorite pair of scissors. This is from scrapbook.com. It's their titanium scissors. They're 7 inches long. They're very strong, and you can use them to cut sticky things like clear double-sided adhesive tape and foam dimension. Then the must-have tool, this is scrapbook.com's Craft Pro Pick tool. It's 4 tools in one. My favorite side is the wax tip end. It's perfect for picking up small die cut pieces or bling. There's also a scraper tool to help you remove the release paper. There's a piercing tool, and then finally a diamond painting art tool. I like to use this to press down on jewels. Another must-have tool, a pair of reverse tweezers. My pair is from EK Success. I have the pink color. The reverse tweezers are very helpful when you're assembling all those different die cut pieces, since you don't have to continuously squeeze your tweezers to hold the die cut piece. There are a lot of different reverse tweezers on the market. What I love about this pair, the tip is super sharp instead of blunt. And if you look at mine, I've used them so much, the paint has worn off of the tip. This next product is super handy if you're not great at getting things lined up or centered on your card. This is from Pear Blossom Press. It's their Card Maker's T-Square A2. And it works perfectly for an A2 size card. You can use it horizontal or vertical, and it'll have the 0 in the very center, so you can easily line up a sentiment or image. You can also use the jigs to help line up panels with the 3/8 inch or 1/2 inch borders. But the main reason I purchased it is to get my images and sentiments centered on my card. Next up are 2 different organizing tray options. The one on the left is from scrapbook.com. This is their stack and sort trays. It's available in 2 different sizes. So we have the large and the medium. I use these trays all the time when I'm crafting. They have rounded corners and they're designed to stack together. So you can stack the large all together or the medium all together. You can also put 2 of the medium on top of the large. If you're working on a project with lots of different pieces, these are great for keeping everything organized. I own a bunch of the trays, but there are times where I feel like I need a few more. Spellbinders also has their own version of trays. These are called Craft Stacks. There's a medium and also a large. Both of them are a little bit larger than the stack and sort trays, and the Spellbinder version also has a lid. The medium-size stack and sort tray from scrapbook.com won't fit an A2 size card, but it will fit in the medium craft stack tray from Spellbinders. The craft stack trays also stack together, and you can put 2 medium on top of the large. Since the craft stacks have lids, I have a few of them with pre-cut sentiments. I like both versions and I use them all the time. Next up is scrapbook.com's mint tape. There are 4 different sizes available. So the original size is the 1-inch roll, and you can also get their little tape dispenser that holds the 1 inch. And if you've never heard of scrapbook.com's mint tape, it's a light tacky tape. You can use it to hold your dies on paper. It's great for masking. And it's not super sticky, so it won't rip your paper or cardstock. There may be a few finishes out there, but I've never had an issue with it tearing my paper. In addition to the 1-inch roll, there's also a 4-inch roll, 1/2 inch roll, and 1/4 inch roll. Next up are scrapbook.com's Crafty cleanup cloths. They're available in pink and also black. Each roll includes 20 sheets. They're basically a microfiber cloth that you can reuse and even wash. So the one I'm showing you, I've used many times, washed it many times, and mine still works just fine. If you use a lot of paper towels to clean up, this is a great alternative. and you can rewash them again and again. Next up are Scrapbook.com's Stamp Cleaning Chamois. There are 2 colors available, Sky Blue and Cotton Candy Pink. This is another product that you can use again and again, plus you can wash it. So this is what the pink one looks like brand new. So it's a little embarrassing, but this is what my Cotton Candy Pink one looks like right now. I wash mine all the time, so even though it is very stained, it still works great. It's a very smooth feel, cleans your stamps up beautifully, and it doesn't leave behind any of the little fabric fibers. Some ink brands will stain, others won't, but your chamois will still work just fine. Now moving on to my absolute favorite paper trimmer. This is from Tonic Studios. It's the 12.25-inch Maxi Guillotine trimmer. Now mine is very old. The current version is gray with black. So I think the newer one looks a little nicer. This is actually my second version. The first one I had, I think I used it for at least 15 years. The nice thing about it, it cuts nice and straight and you never have to replace a blade. And I know it's not very wide on the surface, but there is an extendable bar built in on the inside. You simply remove that, attach it on the left side, and now you can easily cut larger paper up to about 12.5 inches. Most of the time I don't need to use the bar, but it's nice to have the option. And since this is a very long trimmer, you can see how far out the handle goes. You can remove the handle and store it on the bottom. Makes it a little easier for travel. I didn't grab my Spellbinders Platinum 6 die cut machine, but I did want to show Scrapbook.com's Magic Mats. So there's a limited edition pink color. This is the standard size Magic Mat. Once this color sells out, it's gone for good. And there's also the Magnetic Magic Mat, and the 2 sizes I'm showing you are the standard size. There are several other sizes available, just not in the limited edition pink color. You use these in place of one of the acrylic plates. Next up are MISTIs. I have the standard size and also the mini MISTI size. I'm showing you the rose quartz color of the standard size MISTI, and this color is exclusive to Scrapbook.com. And inside each of the MISTIs, I have one of Scrapbook.com's GripMates. Now these don't come with the MISTIs, you do need to purchase them separately. I grabbed another mini MISTI just to show that inside it includes the foam pad. To use the GripMates, you'll first remove the foam pad inside your MISTI or your mini MISTI. And this is basically a large clear stamp. It's about the same thickness as the foam pad, so you can use this instead. And what's great about it, it has a tacky surface, so it'll hold onto your die cuts if you're doing stamping. You can also use it without the MISTI. It's perfect for holding onto stenciling or other things if you're ink blending. I love having the 2 different sizes, and I have a second GripMate of each size so I can use it for stenciling or ink blending. The smaller one is perfect if you just need to ink blend smaller die cuts, and then the larger size is great for stencils. When using a MISTI, a tool that's very useful to have is a pressure stamping tool. I'm showing you a rose quartz color from LDRS. This is their Stampendable. Now, unfortunately, this pink color is discontinued, but it is still available in white. I do have a habit of using my shirt sleeve when trying to get that even pressure, but the Stampendable tool is much better. So now moving on to some of my favorite adhesives. I'll start with liquid adhesive. These are the 2 I use the most, Barely Art Glue and also Scrapbook.com's Artis glue. For both of them, they include a set of tips, and I use the ultra fine metal tip all the time. And to help make sure it doesn't clog, I keep the pin inside, and this is a stainless steel pin, so it will not rust. For the Barely Art Glue, I like the 2-ounce bottle, and it is refillable. You can buy the 11-ounce refill size, but if you prefer a larger bottle, they also have the 4-ounce. And Scrapbook.com's Artis glue also comes in a 4-ounce bottle and includes the ultrafine tips. For foam adhesive, I'm showing you Scrapbook.com's 1mm white foam and their black foam. These are the 1/4 inch rolls, my favorite size. The 1mm is my absolute favorite. It adds a little bit of dimension, but not making the card too thick. But if you prefer a little more dimension, both of the rolls are available in 2mm and also 3mm thicknesses. I also use Scrapbook.com's foam squares all the time. There's a small and large size, and I'm showing you the 1mm thickness. But again, they are both available in 2 and 3mm thicknesses. The next item is a subscription box from Your Paper Insider. If you sign up and subscribe, you'll receive 4 boxes a year. If you subscribe quarterly, the box is $29.95 and that includes shipping, or you can save a little bit more and subscribe annually. That price is $109.80, again, shipping included. Your Paper Insider does not ship internationally, so this is only available in the United States. The boxes ship mid-January, April, July, and October. If there are any leftover boxes, they will offer them individually without a subscription. So if you check out their website, there are several boxes available, but they do cost more. I believe it's $34.95 per box, including shipping. So here's a look at what I have left over from box number 12. And this box is available individually. The box that's currently shipping as part of the subscription is box 13. Inside each box, there's a cheat sheet so you know what type of paper or cardstock's included. And I like to store each of the boxes in these clear bins I found on Amazon. And I will link them below if you're interested. Next up is one of my favorite products, Love from Lizi peel-offs. If you watch my videos, you've probably seen me use these. I'm showing you the pinstripe style. There's a wide variety of different colors and finishes. So we have holographic, there's sort of a vinyl finish, some have glitter, but the glitter is embedded so it won't make a mess. There's also a mirror finish, so it's super shiny. The pinstripe style of peel-offs are the most popular. They include 3 different widths. You can see I've used my sheets quite a bit, and I always save those little leftover pieces since you never know when you need just a tiny piece. But Love from Lizi also has peel-offs in other styles. Here's a look at Love from Lizi's All the Gold peel-off pack. There are 10 sheets included, so there's one of every style of peel-off. This style is also available in rose gold, black, silver, and white. So the first sheet is the pinstripe, same as I showed earlier. Then we have the straight. These are all the same width. Next we have mini twinkle stars. Then we have butterfly border, mini circles, heart border, mini hearts, mini stars, star border, and finally sway, which is this wavy design. I use the pinstripe and the mini shapes the most. The mini shapes are perfect to use as embellishments. Love from Lizi also has a storage album designed just for her peel-offs. There are 50 sheets included, and it can hold up to 100 sheets of peel-offs. I love the clear pages. You can just flip through it to find the color and style you want, and then keep it closed with the little elastic band. If you've never tried Love from Lizi peel-offs, I always suggest starting with some of the neutral colors, gray, gold, black, white, and brown. Now moving on to some of my favorite dies, and I have to start with Jaded Blossoms Gnomes. So they have their original boy gnome and girl gnome set. Then they have dozens and dozens of add-on sets. It's amazing how many ideas they've come up with. If you're not a gnome fan, they also have gnome friends. So I just grabbed a few. There's a moose, a mouse, an owl, a chipmunk, a bee, and a penguin, and there are way more, and they just keep releasing more every year. The gnome friends are about the same size as the gnomes, so they can wear the same accessories and hold the same objects as the gnomes. And since I am showing you some of these magnet sheets where I store my larger die sets, I thought I would talk about the magnet sheets. These are from Stamp and Storage, and the magnets are super strong. They offer a variety of different sizes. I have the slimline size. It's 7 inches by 9.5 inches, and it's just about the perfect size to hold most of my Jaded Blossom sets. Some of their sets are giant, and I will have to use 2 magnet sheets. I'm also showing you the slimline size storage sleeve, and I like that it has the little label piece sticking up at the top. Now, I don't use these magnets for all of my dies, just some of my larger sets. For most of my other die sets, I use magnetic vent covers that I purchase at a local home improvement store. I cut one sheet in 3 and then add a piece of cardstock on the backside, then put that magnet sheet inside a small page protector. And those are the magnet sheets I'm showing you right now, along with some more favorite dies from Jaded Blossom. These are their embellishment cluster die sets. They have their original set and then lots of different themed embellishment cluster sets. Now what's so great about this set, you can use them to cut out your own embellishments. So you can use a variety of paper or cardstock. There are 6 images welded together on one die, so you can quickly cut out a bunch of embellishments. More favorite die sets, this time from Love from Lizzie. She offers a wide variety of different nested, stitched shape die sets. And I have all of them stored in those same Stamp and Storage magnet sheets and sleeves. So first up, stitched rectangle dies. And you can see there are tons of sizes included. Then we have stitched circles, stitched ovals, stitched labels, stitched tags, stitched squares. Not as many shapes on this one, but it's a fun set. The postage rectangle, we have stitched arches, and then the last 2 actually add that stitching on the outside, so they're outer stitched rectangles and outer stitched circles. And hopefully you'll be able to see this in the video. I'm holding the 2 different rectangles side by side. Both varieties are really fun to use. Next up is another die cut machine, this time an electric die cut machine. This is Sizzix Big Shot Switch Plus. I'm showing you the Cherry Blossom color, which is exclusive to scrapbook.com. And I'm just going to show this very quickly. I do have a few videos where I use it if you want a closer look. Here are the Sizzix cutting plates that come with the machine. And you can also purchase scrapbook.com's Magic Mat and their magnetic Magic Mat to fit this machine. What I love about this machine, besides the fact that you don't have to hand crank it, it has a wider opening so you can die cut out several pieces at once. The final item I'm showing you is another must-have in my opinion. This is from Paper Row Studio. It's their black and white card making sentiment sheets. This pack includes 12 A5 sheets. Half of them have a black font on white and the other half have a white font on black. There are tons of sentiments on each sheet, and it is the same set of sentiments, just different fonts. These are perfect for assembling some quick cards. I forgot to grab it, but there's also a set available with gold and silver foiling. I love the variety of sentiments that are included in this pack, plenty that you can use throughout the year. So there's just a small sampling of some of my favorite products that would be perfect for this year's holiday gifts. If you are interested in any of the products, I do have links in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.